Yes, Sharad.
Hello.
I hope we can chat this time.
I hope so.
Yes.
I hope to.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. So we were talking about how much you're missing work because it's been a long time that you've not been on set. So how's been the experience? Is it a different kind of experience overall?
I mean, yeah, I've been used to working all these years, yeah, and it's just that post marriage, I had no time.
Right.
Last year I was married, and it was barely just coming home, showing my face, and then getting back to work. So
Right.
somewhere I felt that I was not doing justice to the idea of just being married.
Right.
Um, so yeah, so I think this lockdown has somewhere kind of been, blessing in disguise that I got to spend
Mm-hmm.
some time with Rishi, and
Right.
we've been discovering a lot about each other, good,
Right.
bad, nothing ugly till now.
Right.
So so yeah, so I think I've
But
been really
Rishi must be
enjoying.
really, Rishi must be happier about the lockdown for sure that she's got to spend time with you for
I'm sorry, Rishi was what?
that she must be happier because of the lockdown. You actually are at home because, of course, you don't get time to. Yeah,
I mean, Ripsi, I think she's extremely happy, and same here. Like I said, she was very happy when I remember my show. I think wrapped up around December, and
right.
from Jan, Feb, March, April, May, June. Now
Right,
I practically spent like 6 months, and I think I'm trying to cover up
right.
all the times I've missed. So I think now
Yes,
she's happy, and she said, okay, now you can go back to work. So I'm ready, completely ready to start with something interesting, something
right,
exciting. So the
right.
idea is to do or to not to do. I'm
Yeah.
just contemplating on a couple of things that I have right now.
Okay.
So yeah.
Amazing. But Sharad, you've always been very. I mean, all your projects have been very different from what you've done previously. Is that a conscious decision on your part to actually pick up projects that are not similar, that are very different from each other?
See, honestly, yeah, I mean, in television you can't do a lot of different stuff every time.
Right.
Fortunately, unfortunately, there's a pattern you have to follow. So anytime you try and go out of the box, either people don't like it, or they don't appreciate, or they don't
Right.
accept it. So
Right.
there's a certain protocol you have to follow, and there's certain rules and norms that you have to follow. Keeping that in mind, I've been very lucky with the kind of projects I've got. I think by the grace of
Right.
God, I've been offered very different kind of genres. There could be a lover boy, it could be something historical, it could be something desi like Ronak, it
Right.
could be something very challenging like Sagar Pratap Singh in Banu Mein Teri Dulan. So
Right.
every time, I've been very lucky with my projects.
Mm-hmm.
My producers also somewhere I think have um, believed somewhere that I could probably deliver and I could
Right.
play the character. So yeah, so I'm hoping that fingers crossed the next whatever I do it should be interesting and it should be something different for my viewers too.
Right. And doing a historical is completely a different kind of an experience overall. And Chandragupta, I mean, when you played Maharana Pratap, I mean, that kind of just broke so many stereotypes and it was such a popular show. What was your initial innovation when you were taking up a historical show? Because when in television we've seen when you start doing historical, you kind of get boxed into the same kind of roles. So, what were your initial innovation and how did it all change once you did the show?
See, Sana, I'm loving the questions you're asking me. They're so different from the ones I usually get to hear.
Great.
you know, it's um, it's it's just that every time I've taken up a character or I've signed up, with the show or with the production house, I've been very skeptical. I've been very scared because every time I know that I don't know that will it work or will it not work. So, that question mark is always there.
Right.
You don't know if the viewers will like you or they're expecting something more out of you because the previous show
Right.
did well. So people expect the expectations go up.
Right.
And so I don't know. I don't know. Every show I do, I just, by the grace of God, it just falls into place. And
Right.
yes, I work on my character a lot, but otherwise, there has never been any conscious effort to kind of keep it different.
Mm.
It's just been happening. So there's some kind of
Amazing.
divine intervention which happens, and I'm really really thankful for that. Even like I said, the next whatever I do, I'm hoping it's different and it's
Right.
in talks with a couple of things. So let's see.
Mm-hmm. And we both are from Calcutta, so we know it's a very laid back kind of a city. I mean, when you move to
But
Mumbai,
but
what?
but Sana, can you
Hello?
hear me?
Yeah, Sharad, can you hear us?
Can you hear me? Hello?
Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you. Yeah, Sharad, so I
I
was
can't
asking,
hear you. I can't hear you.
hello, is it better now?
I can't hear you.
Hi, Sharad. Is it, you can hear me now? We can hear you clearly.
Sign language. I can't hear you.
Sharad, can you? Can you hear us now? Is it fine, the
You need to call me
audio?
back.
Okay, I'll just cancel it.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sharad. Yes. So I was asking you, since we both are from Kolkata, we know it's a very laid
Sana,
back.
Sana,
I can hear you. We all can hear you.
can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
I can't hear you. This session looks to be very jinxed. One sec.
I know it is.
Usually doesn't happen this way. One sec.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Hello?
Can you hear me?
Yes, I
Yeah.
can hear you. Is it better?
Ha.
Huh.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Sharad, I was asking you, since we both are from Kolkata, we know it's a very laid back city where it's more of education and cultural things. When you moved to Mumbai, what were your initial kind of reaction? What were the kind of culture shock you got in this city?
See, Calcutta and Bombay are like completely like they're very different in terms of culture, food, the people, the lifestyle, everything. It's there's a major contrast. Bombay obviously when I moved to Bombay, it was you come into a new city completely unaware of the things happening around, and you're completely unaware of the industry.
Right.
Uh, I came with a lot of all I had was a lot of belief and a lot of energy, positive energy. That
Right.
something good will happen. When I came to
Amazing.
Bombay, I didn't know I was about to sign Banu Mein Teri Dulan
Right.
or anything for that matter. When Sagar Pratap Singh also happened, it just happened. Like
Right.
people tell me that your projects just happened because I don't plan myself. I mean, I don't plan my next projects,
Right.
which I should, but
Mm-hmm.
I don't plan. I don't plan. Okay, next I will do with this particular production house, or I will do this particular character or a project because uh, I don't know. Maybe that's how it is, and that's how it's always fallen into place for
Yeah.
me.
That's work for you, I think.
I
Yeah.
just go with the flow. I just
Right.
go with the flow. And
Mm-hmm.
like I said, I just plan my character. That's all I do. That's
Right.
all when I have my script, I like to work on my character. I like to make it as different than the previous one. So
Right.
when I came to Bombay, it was like a wonderland. I was like Alice in Wonderland. Completely. It was like this completely la la land where I didn't know what was happening. I luckily met a few very good people,
Mm-hmm.
who really helped me, and I
Right.
bagged my first show. And yeah, so after that,
Amazing.
it's been fabulous, fantastic, and I think all these viewers and all these beautiful people that have just joined
Right.
me in my journey in these last 15
Yes.
years has been
Yes.
phenomenal.
Of course.
The
Of
media
course.
also. So, yeah.
Thank you. But Shall, tell me, I mean, when you decided to actually quit television, although you were in a very successful phase and moved to Bollywood, what was the kind of thought that was there? Why did you choose to go to a different kind of a struggle and not just kind of enjoy what was there?
There's a problem with me. It's my personal. It's like an issue which I have with myself. I
Right.
don't like to be too complacent about things in life.
Okay.
You know, the moment I feel that I'm getting comfortable, I like to step out of my box. That's my
Right.
problem.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe that's the reason I've never got things too easily.
Right.
And somewhere when I feel that I'm in a good space and I am well protected and I'm well guarded, I start
Right.
feeling very suffocated. I feel very claustrophobic, and that's the
Okay.
time when I want to step out and I want to do something different. There
Right.
have been times, like I said, I when I did my first show and all the adulation and all the appreciation I got,
Right.
I never expected it. And shooting for 900 plus episodes in your first daily soap,
Right.
I was so tired by the end of it,
Of
uh,
course.
that I wanted to just take a break,
Mm-hmm.
and for me, taking a break was just running away from here because, like I said, when I want to kind of just get that, I wanted to escape basically,
Right.
working for 900 episodes, you know, n number of days. Uh, it was extremely exhausting physically and mentally and emotionally. You
Right.
know, so I just took off and I went for a year to study. I was at the New York Film Academy for a year.
Right.
I was studying there and I did my film studies, and when I got back, I thought कि चलो अब चूंकि film studies कर ली हैं, चलो
Right.
अब शाहरुख खान बनते हैं. तो तो अनफॉर्चुनेटली शाहरुख खान तो नहीं बन पाए, लेकिन महाराणा प्रताप बन गए.
Bilkul. And
तो
Sharad, you've steered away from reality shows. I mean, what was the reason? Why not take up? Because reality shows kind of give you instant fame. There's much more connection with the audience, and of course, there's lots of money. But tell me, what was the reason that you kind of stayed away from reality shows?
see, reality shows are too real for me. I rather live in the real world, and I really enjoy
Right,
that. Like I said, I'm very comfortable in the real world, and it's a
right,
great space for me. I get to do what I want to do.
right,
I don't have anybody else telling me that you have to do this. Um, uh, Reality gets harsh. It gets
right.
it bites you back.
Mm-hmm.
So I have done a show. I remember this dance reality show, which
Yeah,
was I mean, I think this is when I just stepped into
right.
the industry,
Mm-hmm.
and it was a great show. I made some fantastic friends. That was the
Right,
best part about the show. I made some good money, but it was upsetting at the end. So
right,
because you asked to do stuff which is little unethical at times. It's
right,
I don't know. I'm not too comfortable, and I'm the kind of person that if I don't like something, I'd rather tell you on your
right,
face.
right.
So for me, I rather call a spade,
Mm-hmm.
and yeah. So I'm happy with where I am right now. So
Right.
films and web series and TV shows is what I love.
Yeah, this was my next question. What about web shows? I mean, there's so much of content that's being made in India right now. There's a digital boom literally happening. And what are the kind of shows you want to do? Because web kind of gives you that platform to break your image and do very, very different roles.
Correct. See, at the moment, the OTT platform is booming.
Right,
I myself, I've been watching so much stuff on the web. Uh, I would love to probably do maybe like a special ops, or
right.
maybe something like um, a Patal Lok, or
Mm-hmm.
something like um, maybe like a Sacred Games.
Right.
That's the kind of, maybe like a Mirzapur. That's the
Mm-hmm.
kind of stuff I like. I like it grungy. I like it desi. I like it raw.
Right.
Uh, you
Right.
know, um, so my wife also tells me a lot. She always tells me that I like to be very earthy. I like to keep it very earthy, and
Right.
so yeah, I like. In fact, I have also done. Uh, I done this Kashmakash a couple of months back, This was with one of my very very dear teachers, one of my very very dear directors, Anil V Kumar, which
Okay.
was it was on Hangama Play. So I had done
Mm-hmm.
this series Kashmakash, which was on
Right.
the OTT platform. So yeah, so it was fun. I really enjoyed. And
Right.
if there's something interesting coming up, then why not?
Right. And tell me, Sharad, about your first fan moment when you actually kind of realized that you've become popular or you actually made become very popular and people are recognizing you on the road. I mean, what was the entire feeling when that happened for the first time?
I think the first time it happened was when I was shooting in Banaras. This was when I was doing Dulan,
Then,
and not the first time. The first time I had gone to Banaras, it was for my introduction scene when I was asked to jump into the Ganga and all of that.
right.
But the second time when we had gone to shoot, it was crazy. We couldn't shoot.
Wow.
It was maddening, absolutely. And I remember Divyanka and myself.
Right.
We were on a steamer or a boat,
Mm-hmm.
and and people were swimming. They were
Oh my
jumping
God.
into the river, and they were trying to you know uh,
Guys.
uh, reach us somewhere, and
Right.
they were shouting and they were yelling that that we should come and touch them, we should come meet them, we
Right.
should come talk to them. There were I think thousands of people on the ghat, and we
Amazing.
were on this boat. So it was
Wow.
scary. It was scary
Right.
because that's the first time when I actually experienced that kind of love.
Right.
And I promised myself, I said, this is fantastic. And,
Right.
I think it's all about loving them back. And that's what I
Right.
do. Every show I kind of dedicate to my fans mostly. And that's the reason, Sana, they are so attached to me and they're so
Right.
attached to all the things I do that at times
True.
they get very angsty about things. They get very touchy about things. Like, I don't
Right.
know if you know, but there was this petition which happened a couple of weeks back. They want me to shave.
Oh my God.
and and yeah, I
Wow.
mean, people got very some people got very angry. Some people were kind of venting it out that if you don't shave, we will unfollow you and we will stop talking to you. And
So
so
cute.
so 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 yeah, I think it's all their love.
Right.
And so hopefully, I think before I if the next character demands, I'll have to shave. But I like to keep it this way.
Yeah. But Sharad, it's so easy to actually all this love, adulation. I mean, petitions being filed. I mean, it can just go into your head. But you've been very humble through your entire journey. I mean, how do you keep that space? That how do you stay grounded with so much of love being there for you?
Uh, I honestly, this would have gone to my head. Uh, but they say that everything happens for a reason. I
Right.
did my first show and then I took a break for 4 years. Um, so between Maharana and Dulhan, there was a break for 4 years. So in
Right.
those 4 years, I experienced a lot in life. I experienced some failures also. I
Right.
experienced some rejections. I experienced uh, people not accepting me the way I would want, probably I would have wanted them to. So,
Right.
a lot happened in those 4 years. A lot happened professionally. So,
Right.
which kind of made me realize that after giving, after doing such a good show, my first
Mhm.
show apparently people loved. And
True.
immediately after that, 2 years after that, 3 years after that, people tend to forget you
Right.
because, and I don't blame them. The reason being because, memories, usually our memory is very short lived.
Right.
So,
Right.
if today you did something fantastic, like today I know you, Sana, because I've met you over these years. But if
Right.
I don't meet you for a few years, I'll probably
Of course.
just remember you. I'll forget your
Yeah.
name.
Right. Right.
So it's very normal, and I think that made me realize that there's nothing which is permanent. Nothing,
Mm-hmm.
you can't take things for granted. Today
Right.
people know me, people love me. Today people love my work and they appreciate all of that. But today it's there, tomorrow it's not there. So I think
Right.
just accept it and love it as long as it's there
Right.
graciously. I think that's something which I've kind of realized and which luckily helps me to stay grounded.
Right, right. But in this 4 years that you
But I do have my tantrum. Huh? I do have my tantrum. Let me tell you that. At home I do. At home I do.
that is at least okay. That's acceptable. But Sharad, as you mentioned, there was so much of struggle, so much of rejection. I mean, what kept you going? What kept you say that you wanted to actually continue with acting? You wanted to do what you wanted to do. I mean, how did that? Where did you find that strength to actually continue doing that?
I think that strength happened to just be there from probably just come from somewhere. I think it was more
Right,
of my mother, which kind of she kept pushing me every day, or even today. Yesterday I spoke to her and she's like, "I'm getting bored." So I said, "What do you want me to do?" So she said, "The next thing is I want to see you." I said, "How do you?"
right,
So what I do, I usually video call her.
right,
But then she's like, "No, I want to see you. I'm getting bored." So and she knows me, because I've told her. I said I will probably do a show when I want to do a show. So she's strictly kind of instructed me that you have to do a show now, and I want to see you on television, and just do
right,
something. So every time my mom orders me to do
right.
something, I have to do.
That's so.
So all these years she's been pushing me, and she's been telling me and probing me and probing into it that that you have to keep working, because she
Right.
wants to see me, because she doesn't stay with me. So in Calcutta back home, she wants to see
Right,
me every day. So she's told me, I want to see you every day. You do what you want to do. So I'm
right.
I'm scared of my mother a lot. So I have to kind of keep working all the time.
That's great. That's great. But Sharad, if not an actor, what would you have liked to do in life? I mean, what would have been a different or an alternate career that you would have chosen?
Um, Alternate career. I think I would have probably ended up playing some sport. I think
Okay.
I really enjoyed playing cricket, and I used to play
Right.
for school, for college,
Mm-hmm.
and I think I think I end up playing like millions of us out there. Cricket
Amazing.
is like a religion in the country.
Right.
So
Of
yeah,
course.
so I think probably we end up playing either for the country, or I don't know, something. I would definitely play some
Right.
sport, definitely.
Right. Right. And I just noted down few questions that fans had sent us. So, firstly, when are you planning to actually start a YouTube channel like most television actors are doing right now?
A YouTube channel.
Yeah.
That's interesting. I think I might not. I'm not too sure. But
Right.
as of now, I just want to get back to work. I want to do something interesting. But
Right.
YouTube, yes, maybe it's in the pipeline, but it's a little distant right now.
Right. And why are you not active on Twitter?
I'm not active on social media at all. I barely am
Right.
active. It's just that last few weeks and months, I have been little active, and um, I think Insta, and now I think maybe once in a while on Facebook.
Right.
But otherwise, I'm not a very social media savvy kind of a person.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, there's too much happening in my life, which I have to take care of. So I think the social media distance is what I kind of maintain. But yes,
Right.
because you have people, they want to know about you, what you're doing. So once in a while, I do that. But
Right.
Twitter is too intellectual. I think I'm okay with Insta.
And did you know that Krasha, the comeback of Krasha was trending on Twitter? The fans want to ask, did you get to know that they want you guys to be back together in Kasam too?
Yeah, even I want to be back here. I want to work with Kratika. I think I keep saying every session. I think even she must be knowing by now. I think even she also mentioned. Uh,
Right.
I think once in a while she does that. She would also probably like to get back, and I think she's fantastic. She's a very pretty woman, fantastic actress. We've had a great on-screen chemistry, and so why not? I think in the future, if there's someone out there who wants to sign us, hello.
And
Before
what
I sign
is
something, you can sign me.
right? And what has been the importance of Maharana Pratap in your life, and how did it change you as a person?
Wow, Maharana Pratap has made me love my mustache a lot now. I love growing my mustache. So I think um, uh, no, but I think on a serious note, I think Maharana Pratap has definitely matured me a lot as an actor. I think it's
Right.
helped me uh, my diction in Hindi, my Hindi diction, my accent, जो शुद्ध हिंदी जिसे हम कहते हैं, that has kind
Right.
of improved thanks to Maharana, because you're
Mm-hmm.
doing a historical, so
Right.
your bolchal जो होती है, बोलचा जो होती है, that kind of definitely, you're brushing it up every day, so that
Right.
improves. And I think also I think I become very very patriotic. I was always patriotic, but now
Mm-hmm.
I've become a little more. I've kind of, I wouldn't say like a fanatic, but I love my country to a different level now.
Right.
I love the fact that I'm in India and there's no place like
Right.
India.
Amazing.
So I think
And
I yeah.
that's great. And they are asking, you completed 15 years in the industry. Did you manage to celebrate that?
I have no, I mean not yet. I think maybe once we get out of our houses and maybe once things get back to normalcy, I would
Right.
like to raise a toast with all my people out there. Maybe just cut a cake with everybody, all the viewers, all the fans. I would like to do that. Yeah.
Right. Lastly, someone asked that you're very close to your mom. What has been the best moment that you spent with her?
With who?
Your mom, since you're very close
My
to her.
mom. I think the best moment. There are like too many moments here to kind of um, mention right now. I think every moment uh, I spend with her is very special, because
Mm-hmm.
she does not stay with me. She's in Calcutta. I'm in
Right.
Bombay. So
Mm-hmm.
whenever she's here, twice a year, she usually likes to be here for the Ganpati that I have
Right.
every year. Celebrate
Mm-hmm.
Ganpati. Uh, uh, so every year she is here for that, and those are the moments, we just, the mother and son bonding happens a lot, and I just sit down with her quietly. I just, the times now we don't even talk, because
Right.
we just sit quietly. I just hold her hand,
Amazing.
and that's it.
That's
I mean, for
true.
her, it's just seeing me. My wife knows, everybody knows, my sister knows that, she has to just see me, and she's happy.
Right.
She might
That's
not even
so
talk to
true.
me. She might not even message me, but she has
Right.
to just see me maybe once a day, and that's it. I think her day is made, and so is mine. So
Amazing.
so yeah. So I'm completely mama's boy. I miss her, Rajma Chawal,
Um,
all of that.
so what was her reaction when she saw you first time on television and of course even on the big screen? What was her first reaction to that?
I think she was quite welled up. I
Okay.
think she never expected, because nobody in our family has ever attempted, being on the television, so
Right.
or probably entering the industry, because it's a very different field. It's a different
Completely.
space,
Right.
so I was the only one, and then she was scared that, going to Bombay all by yourself. Hope you don't end
Right.
up doing the bad things. so typical, जैसे mummies
Right.
सोचती हैं.
Cool.
So very very protective, protective child, and very guarded, and suddenly
Mm-hmm.
boom, I'm out of her
Right.
comfort zone, and so yeah, so I think she was welled up. She called me, and I remember it was the 15th of August, 2016,
Wow.
when Dulhan aired first time.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, uh, and yeah, I think she was way too happy. She couldn't believe. And then obviously yesterday, day before yesterday, she called me and she said that, I think they're showing Kasam is been re-telecasted. So
Okay.
she sent me a message, Sana, because since you mentioned her,
Right.
I would like to share with everyone. Usually, my mother is she doesn't part with compliments. She's very conjuice.
Okay.
but but she texted me yesterday saying that you've really matured as an actor, and you're really fantastic, with what you do. And
Right.
I don't want to say because it'll go to your head. This was the message, and she said
Right.
that uh, now she's really enjoying watching all the re-telecast happening, and
Right.
so every evening she sits down, she watches my show, and then she calls me back with her feedback कि आज का
Right.
episode अच्छा था, आज का your acting was very good, but this expression could have been better. So all of that. So she's my
Right.
biggest critic. So I love that.
Amazing.
I love all of that.
Amazing. But what about you when you kind of look back at your work? What is the kind of reaction? Are you also a critic to your work?
I don't see my work here. I think
Okay,
a lot of people know that I don't see my work because
right.
I think usually an actor prefers not to see. Uh,
Okay.
there's some actors who do, but I think I become overcritical about it, which is not great.
Acha.
There's sometimes there are scenes which you do really well and you've been really satisfied, but being
Right.
overcritical is not great. So I end up doing
Mm-hmm.
that, and that's not great.
Right.
That's not healthy.
Right.
So I don't see my episodes unless maybe once in a while when I'm sitting watching TV or surfing and I happen to see and I say, "Hey, yeah, this guy's really good, man." That's about it.
Right. Right. And tell me, I mean, are you planning to get back on to films also? I mean, you want to do more of cinema, or you want to like continue focusing
Yes,
on
yeah. I
web and
mean,
yeah, yeah.
I want to see myself on the silver screen here. I think every actor dreams
Right.
of seeing herself on the screen, and I
Yeah.
think it's like the mecca.
Of course.
Films are something which um, we all want to be a part of, and
Right.
yeah. So I'm hoping that since you've asked me and you've been asking me some brilliant questions, let me tell you my
Thank you
favorite
so
director,
much.
all-time favorite, has
Right.
been was Yash Chopra. I think he was
Amazing.
fabulous, fantastic. And after
Right.
him, it's Sanjay Leela Bhansali. So
Right.
every day, I tell the universe that I will be working with him very soon.
Amazing. I hope it
He's my
comes
favorite.
true.
I can give my right arm and my right leg for that. I can. He's an institution, man. I mean,
Right.
you can just watch his film and you can learn so much. You don't need to.
Right.
You have to just see every frame of his. That is cinema. You know.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
um, so I probably want to work with him someday before I uh, finally I mean, hang
Yeah.
up my boots. I want to kind of
Right.
work with him.
And you have that kind of Sanjay Leela Bhansali film hero vibe, so you'll actually do really well. I'm sure.
Inshallah, man. God bless you.
Right. Chalo, Sharad, thank you
You made
so
my
much
day.
for your time. Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much for spending the evening with us, and all the best. And looking forward to see you in Sanjay Leela Bhansali and another TV show so that your mom can see you every day. Take care
Thank
and
you.
all the best.
Thank you, Sana. Thank you so much. You take
Thank
care.
you.
Thank you.
Chalo. Bye-bye. Bye.
Ciao, ciao, ciao. Bye, bye, bye.